And here is where the Stoic mindset really shines. It's about accepting what is within our control and letting go of what is not. We may not be able to control every detail of our day, but we can certainly influence how it starts. And let's not forget about calming the mind with deep breathing or meditation. This practice isn't just fluff but a powerful tool that signals to your body it's time to rest. Taking deep breaths and exhaling slowly helps reduce stress, lower your heart rate, and prepare your body for deep, restorative sleep. It's like hitting the reset button, leaving you not just physically but also mentally and emotionally rejuvenated. In today's always-on world, this might seem like a Herculean task, but it's absolutely vital for setting the tone of your day. Now imagine this. Your morning's first moments are not tarnished by emails, social media notifications, or the digital buzz of the news cycle. It's just you, your thoughts, and the calm quiet of dawn. This is not just refreshing but empowering. Marcus Aurelius was a strong advocate for living with intent and focus. He wasn't distracted by notifications from ancient Rome, and believe me, he had plenty that could have diverted his attention. Instead, he emphasized the importance of focusing on the present moment and the task at hand. He knew something even more critical today. The quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. So, how do we apply this ancient wisdom in the modern age? It starts with creating our mornings as a deliberately distraction-free zone. This isn't about rejecting technology but rather not letting it dictate the start of our day. It might be tempting to roll over and check your phone, but that instantly puts you in a reactive state, responding to the demands and dramas of the external world. Instead, gift yourself a peaceful start. Imagine dedicating the first hour of your day to activities that nourish your soul and sharpen your mind. Whether it be reading, meditating, journaling, or simply sipping coffee while looking out the window, this isn't wasted time but an investment in your well-being. By avoiding distractions, you're not just dodging stress but actively creating a reservoir of peace and focus to draw from throughout the day. Making the most of your mornings isn't about cramming more tasks into your to-do list but about eliminating the noise that doesn't serve you. It's about prioritizing what truly matters before the day's demands start vying for your attention. Here is where Stoic practice helps us focus on what is under our control. We might not be able to manage the deluge of emails, but we can control when and how we deal with them. Challenge yourself tomorrow to start your day on your terms. Instead of plunging into the digital world first thing, anchor yourself in the present moment, savoring the peace and potential of the morning. Each day is a new opportunity to be more intentional, calm, and aligned with your own goals. Let's make our mornings a manifestation of this ambition, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and an unshakable focus on what truly matters. Stoicism is about understanding what is within our control and acting with virtue and intention in those areas. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, these men weren't just talking about enduring life's hardships with a stiff upper lip, they were interested in an active life, advocating that we should have control over our actions and mindset. Consistently waking up at the same time each morning is a tangible application of this philosophy. It's a declaration that we are in control of how we start our day, not subject to external pressures or whims. Building a life one step at a time, finding satisfaction in each action as Stoicism suggests, is a powerful concept. It reminds us that big changes start with small, consistent actions. Waking up at the same time every morning might seem minor, but it's a foundational habit. It's about starting your day not in a rush but with a sense of control and purpose. But here's the thing, consistency is hard. It's supposed to be. The first few days of trying to wake up at the same time, your bed might feel more comfortable than ever, and the temptation to hit the snooze button just once more can seem irresistible. This is where the practice of Stoic resilience comes in. It's about reminding yourself why you're doing this, about discipline as a path to self-knowledge. It's looking beyond immediate comfort to focus on the long-term benefits this habit will bring to your life. Being a morning person isn't just about mornings, it's about adopting the qualities of resilience, focus, and intentionality throughout the day. It's about working on yourself to align your actions with your values and live the life you want, one morning at a time. So, how do we make consistency our ally? Start by setting a clear intention the night before. Remind yourself why waking up at a specific time tomorrow is important to you. Is it for a more peaceful morning to read, meditate, exercise, or start your day in a more relaxed and controlled manner? Then create an environment that supports this habit. Perhaps ensuring you get enough sleep by going to bed a bit earlier or leaving your curtains slightly open to let natural light gently wake you. And when it gets tough, remember the Stoic belief in the power of our will and the importance of acting according to our principles. By choosing to wake up at your selected time each morning, you're not just starting your day, you're reinforcing your commitment to yourself, your growth, and living a deliberate and purposeful life. In all this talk of discipline, consistency, and waking with the sun, it's essential not to forget one thing: we're human. And being human means our brains often prefer the path of least resistance, the route of instant gratification. Starting new habits like transforming our mornings can feel like an uphill battle at first. Yet, accepting this truth is incredibly liberating. It's not a flaw, just part of the human experience. Now, let's channel this concept into Stoicism. Stoicism, along with calls for discipline and resilience, teaches the importance of compassion and understanding towards ourselves. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself in his personal writings to be patient and forgiving with his own shortcomings. He knew berating oneself for every slip was not the way to growth. Instead, he advocated for recognizing our mistakes, learning from them, and then letting go. This approach is vital when trying to develop new morning routines or any habit. The first few days or weeks can be challenging. Every fiber of your being wants to stay in the warmth of your bed when your alarm sounds. And let's be honest, some days you'll give in to that desire. That's okay, what matters is the next step. Do you spiral into self-blame, guilt, and self-criticism, or do you take a breath, forgive yourself, and see it as an opportunity to try again the next morning? Being tolerant and patient with ourselves is not a sign of weakness but a measure of strength and wisdom. It means we're prepared to handle the ups and downs of a long-term commitment gracefully. This practice of self-compassion in Stoicism is about understanding our nature, working with it, and gently pushing ourselves toward the habits and life we desire. It's also not about making excuses or allowing ourselves to constantly fall short of our goals. It recognizes that the path to growth is filled with winding roads and setbacks, understanding that each new day brings its unique challenges and opportunities. And in this daily renewal, we find our resilience and strength. So, as you work on waking early or any new habit, be kind to yourself. Celebrate the small victories, learn from setbacks, and approach each day ready to try again with a heart open to growth. This isn't just about being a morning person, it's about embracing the challenges of life with determination and kindness. The simple act of placing your alarm clock across the room is not just about making it physically harder to hit the snooze button. It's a statement, a commitment to starting your day on your terms, rising despite the comfortable embrace of your bed. A small defensive step against the inertia of sleep and comfort, a step towards embracing the day with intent. Similarly, making your bed every morning, especially when it feels like a task only you will notice, is much more. it's a practice of order and respect, a statement that how you interact with yourself and your surroundings matters. It's about creating a space that respects you and your interactions with the environment. Marcus Aurelius would likely argue that these small victories are the building blocks of a disciplined life. When you choose to do these little things each day, you're casting a vote for the person you want to be. You're choosing to be someone who values discipline, order, and respect for yourself and your environment. So, why do we focus on these small actions? Because they're accessible to everyone. We may not control the big events in our life, the upheavals, the unexpected turns, but we can control how we start our day, how we treat our surroundings, and how we prepare ourselves for whatever we might face. This is Stoicism in action, focusing on what's under our control and letting go of what's not. Moreover, these practices aren't just about building discipline for the sake of discipline. They're about cultivating a mindset of preparation for life's bigger challenges. If you can stick to small acts of discipline, you develop your ability to maintain commitments in more significant areas. You sharpen qualities like steadfastness, unshakability in the face of challenges, and approaching life with a calm, collected demeanor, qualities defined by the Stoic ideal. So, as you consider the role of discipline in your life, start small. Look for daily opportunities to practice self-control and order. Remember, in these moments, in the quiet of the morning when you decide to greet the day with intention, your character is formed. These practices aren't just tasks or chores, they're rituals, filling your day with purpose and infusing your life with direction and meaning. The simple act of sharing your goals not only finds you a supporter but significantly increases your chances of success. It turns a personal journey into a shared adventure, making the path to fulfilling your morning routine and ultimately your life's purpose less daunting and more enjoyable. Think of your accountability partner as an ally in your commitment to self-improvement. This person is there to remind you of your commitments when the warmth of your bed feels too comfortable in the early hours. They're there to encourage you when your progress slows and to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. This relationship is built on mutual support and encouragement, a shared commitment to growth and self-improvement understood with compassion. Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, emphasized the importance of community and relationships in the development of character and virtue. They believed in the power of learning from each other, sharing wisdom, and the strength that comes from knowing we're not alone in our struggles. Finding an accountability partner in today's world honors this timeless wisdom. Acknowledging the journey of discipline and direction in self is personal but doesn't have to be lonely. Additionally, your accountability partner can see blind spots in your routine or approach that you might not notice on your own. They can offer new perspectives and insights, potentially accelerating your growth in unexpected ways. This partnership should be more than checking whether you woke up on time. It should involve meaningful dialogue about what's working, what's not, and how you can support each other. So, how do you find this accountability partner? Look for someone who shares your commitment to growth and self-improvement. This could be a friend, family member, or even a colleague. The key is to choose someone you trust, someone you can be open and honest with about your goals, struggles, and successes. Once you've found them, be clear about what you're hoping to achieve and what kind of support you need. Check in regularly and be there for each other, offering encouragement, advice, and when needed, a gentle push. Finding an accountability partner is not just about external motivation, it's about building a relationship that inspires and elevates both of you. It's about creating a shared space where values of honesty, vulnerability, and mutual support are cherished and nourished. In this space, your morning routines and broader life goals intertwine in a collective effort towards a more intentional, disciplined, and fulfilling life. The practice of Stoic contemplation on mortality is a call to action. It urges us to live with purpose and intent. It encourages us not to waste our time on trivialities but to focus on creating a meaningful legacy. Each morning when we wake up, we're greeted with the opportunity to engage meaningfully with life, contribute positively to our surroundings, and pursue personal growth and satisfaction. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively in his Meditations on the transience of life and the importance of living virtuously and making the most of our time. This wasn't meant to be gloomy but rather liberating, freeing him from petty concerns to focus on his duties. Keeping the end in mind leads us to live our lives with purpose and clarity, prioritizing what truly matters, relationships and pursuits. Remembering our mortality in our morning routines transforms how we approach each day. It's not just another day but a gift, something not guaranteed to everyone. This awareness can deeply impact how we spend our time, the activities we engage in, the relationships we nurture, and the legacy we strive to build. Living fully, loving deeply, and leaving the world a slightly better place is a reminder. Also, the Stoic practice helps us maintain our perspective in the face of life's inevitable challenges and setbacks. By remembering our time is limited, the power of daily annoyances and obstacles is greatly diminished. We become more resilient, more focused on our long-term goals, and less derailed by temporary difficulties. It's a practice that allows us to embrace the present moment with gratitude and encourages us to make the most of it. So, how do we integrate this Stoic principle into our daily lives? We can start each morning by taking a moment to think. The day ahead can be considered an opportunity to positively contribute to your life story. Ask yourself, if this were my last day, how would I want to spend it? This doesn't mean living in a constant existential crisis, but encourages living with a deep appreciation for the opportunities we have right now. Embracing Stoicism by contemplating death is not about focusing on the end, but about how we live in the moment. It's an antidote to living with complaints and dissatisfaction, filled instead with fulfillment and gratitude. Let's greet each morning as a gift, an opportunity to create a meaningful life, reflecting the vision of Stoic ideals to live with virtue, wisdom, and contentment. While we're often told to focus on the negatives, we're encouraged to envision success and happiness to attract them into our lives. However, Stoics offer a different perspective that's not only practical but incredibly empowering for resilience, preparation, and ultimately a greater appreciation of the present moment. Negative visualization isn't about pessimism, it's a tool for resilience, preparation, and ultimately a greater appreciation of the present moment. The essence of this practice is periodically imagining the challenges, losses, or difficulties you might encounter in your life. This can range from minor inconveniences, like missing a bus or a rainy day, to more significant challenges like job loss or the loss of a loved one. The goal isn't to dwell on these scenarios in a way that breeds fear or anxiety, but rather to mentally rehearse how you would cope if faced with these situations. This visualization process prepares you emotionally and mentally, making you less prone to being derailed by life's inevitable ups and downs. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus believed that by contemplating the temporary nature of everything outside our control, we could develop a deeper sense of peace and resilience. This practice can transform how you approach your day. Like a mental training session, it strengthens your resilience muscles, so when life inevitably throws you a curveball, you stand firm. You've already rehearsed this moment in your mind and can draw on the strategies you visualized in advance to cope with the situation. Moreover, this practice has a beautiful, somewhat paradoxical effect. It increases our gratitude for the present moment. By imagining what we could lose and then returning to reality, we come back with a renewed appreciation. It reminds us of how much we have to be grateful for right now. Contemplating loss is not about dwelling on the fear of loss, but using it to cultivate a deep appreciation for the present. So, how do we apply negative visualization in a healthy, constructive way? Start by spending a few moments in the morning thinking about the potential challenges of the day or broader future possibilities. Visualize ideally how you would respond, what strengths you would draw upon, what lessons you could learn, and how you could grow from the experience. Then let go of the visualization and proceed with your day, armed with a sense of preparedness and an enhanced appreciation for your current conditions. Adding gratitude to our lives, especially as we end our day, can have a transformative effect on our well-being and perspective. Keeping a gratitude journal is a lovely way to cultivate this sense of appreciation. We take a few minutes before bedtime to reflect on the day and jot down a few things we're grateful for. This could be a kind gesture from a stranger, a beautiful sunset, completing a challenging task, or the comfort of our bed waiting to embrace us at the end of the day. Writing down what we're grateful for shifts our focus from what's lacking in our lives to the abundance we already possess. In perfect alignment with Stoic teachings, this practice shifts our focus from what we don't have to what we do, from what's beyond our control to what's within it. This change in perspective not only sets the stage for a peaceful night's sleep but also prepares our mind to greet the next day with purpose and appreciation. So, why end our day with gratitude? Because it ensures we close our day on a positive note, regardless of the challenges we may have faced. It reaffirms the goodness in our lives, finds peace amidst turmoil, and cultivates a mindset that can see growth and joy in every situation. This nightly gratitude practice not only affects how we sleep but also how we feel and approach our day upon waking. It transforms our initial thoughts from groans at the alarm sound to curiosity about what the new day will bring, looking forward to discovering what there is to be grateful for. Additionally, our practice of appreciating our lives extends beyond our personal space. It enriches our relationships as we become more aware of and express our appreciation for the people around us. It deepens our connection with our world because we become more attentive to observing beauty and wonder often in the most ordinary moments. So, as we consider the many strategies to enrich our mornings and thus our lives, let's not overlook the power of ending our day with gratitude. This practice embodies the essence of a Stoic pursuit of a good life, marked not by external achievements or material possessions but by inner peace, satisfaction, and a deep appreciation for the present moment. Concluding our journey through 10 Stoicism-inspired strategies, it's clear each step, each practice, is not just a task but a pathway to developing a life filled with intention, resilience, and profound gratitude. Adopting these practices doesn't mean every day will be perfect, but it does mean each day will be met with a stronger, more grateful, and more resilient you. Remember, you have the power within not just to transform your mornings but your entire life into one that reflects the Stoic ideals of living with virtue, wisdom, and contentment. This is just the beginning. A world of Stoic wisdom awaits to guide you to a more meaningful and satisfying life. If you found this journey enlightening and are curious to delve deeper into the Stoic lifestyle, I recommend checking out the playlist currently shown on your screen. It's filled with information, stories, and practical tips to fully embrace Stoic philosophy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Leave your comments and share your experiences. Let's embark on a journey of growth, resilience, and fulfillment together. For mornings filled with purpose, days of intention, and a life rich in gratitude, thank you for being part of this community. See you soon.